All right, hello everyone, how are you today? It's Kay. So I hope you're having a great weekend today. So this is the 30th of January 2022. So this is a forecast, so I will cover the Forex pairs and gold, WTI and indices, and also the news for this week. So let me get ready quickly and start that session in a few minutes. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is good. The microphone is good. The screen is also good. So yeah, looks like all good. Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, today's wear is like this is brown. This is like a light blue in a brown stripe. And this is a little bit of like a pink kind of chart. So this is like a chocomint color, chocomint ice cream color today. So personally, I don't like chocomint ice cream because I don't know, I just don't like the taste of the mint with the ice cream. But that's how I dress today. All right, so anyways, this is now ready. So yeah, let's see. Let me switch the screen. Okay, so now just as a quick disclaimer, as usual, this content is based on my own experience and knowledge. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is a live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Okay, so let's see who's here first and start the session right now. All right, Calvin Fibonacci, good to see you. And Bassam, Nakib, and Kush, Haro, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Dirk, on my way. Lim and Benedict, good to see you too. Archie, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you again. All right, and Aung, good to see you too. Yeah, finally I have recovered from COVID. It took me 2 full weeks for the recovery, but finally I have recovered. I still have some cough sometimes, so I will be drinking the water while I talk today, but almost I have recovered fully. So yeah, finally. All right, let's see. Anasalato, good to see you too. And Archie, once again, good to see you. Ishar, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. And JJ, also good to see you too. He says, anyone who like ice cream with mint drinks water after brushing the teeth. That's right, that's right. It tastes like the toothpaste, you know, after brushing the teeth. When I taste the chocomint ice cream. So for some reason I don't like, but I'm not against it. You know, I know there are people who like chocomint ice cream, so that's fine. This is today's color, my color wear. This is a blue, light blue, and a brown stripe, and the brown vest. So it's a chocomint color today. Just for your information. So anyways, let's start now. So let me switch to trading view. And so first I will cover these 21 Forex pairs. So let's get going. So Euro USD, this is the month end, towards the month end, and we are into February. So let me switch to the monthly chart. Hold on, let me try to fit the page so that you can see which time frame I'm referring to. Okay, so here it says M, and this is a monthly chart. So today I will look at the monthly and weekly chart and see overall market situation. So so here is Euro USD monthly chart. Monthly chart, it was bearish on the month of January, and it broke the 2 previous candles. It broke the support of the 2 previous candles, and this looks to be bearish. And on the weekly chart, it says bearish, Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. Tenkan Sen is also pointing down, and Chikou span below candles. So I expect this week will be bearish. I will be continuously look for the sell chance on Euro USD. I will update within the week from tomorrow when the market start to move of a deeper analysis. But today is a forecast, so I will just give you an overview of each market. So Euro USD is bearish on the weekly. So let me put this purple so that you know that this is trending on the weekly chart. And the next one is Euro AUD. The monthly chart Euro AUD is ranging right now. The market is within the Kumo. It's ranging. It's not really moving. And on the weekly chart also, this is ranging too. The Kumo is very thin. And Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span is also very close to candles. So overall it's ranging. So this week we're not sure which way it's going. Next one is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound in the monthly chart on the month of January was bearish. December was also bearish. So for the last 2 months, Euro Pound has been bearish. That means this week could be also bearish. It's about to break the Kumo on the monthly chart. But the market is very close to the support level of 0.8276, so it may bounce. And with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart showing bearish. Right now, Senko span B is going down. Senko span B is the upper part when it's bearish Kumo, if you're new to Ichimoku. And the Senko span A is a lower part. So right now, Senko span B is going down, so that means this is down in the long term. And Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, so it may retrace back to either one of these two levels. But the Chikou span is below the candles, so overall, I would say that this is bearish. So it may reach to Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and continuously go down, or simply when the market breaks the support level of 0.8304, then it continuously go down. So Euro Pound, I will just mark this as a purple because this is bearish overall. So I will be looking for the sell chance on this pair this week. So now let's move on to Euro JPY. So Euro JPY monthly chart has been ranging. It was exactly bullish, bearish, and bullish and bearish. So this month, or the month of February, we're not sure which way it's going. And this is the weekly chart. The weekly chart is exactly into the Kumo now. So the market is ranging and we can't tell which way it's going this week. Right, and the next one is Euro CAD. Euro CAD on the monthly chart has been bearish. The Kumo is going down right now. Senko span B down, Senko span A is also down after the Kumo twist. And also Kijun Sen is down, Tenkan Sen is also moving down, and Chikou span is at the below the previous candles. So on the monthly basis, Euro CAD is bearish. So we can expect on the month of February to be bearish. So, and also looking at the weekly time frame, this is also bearish. Kumo is going down, Senko span B is going down, so showing long term is bearish. And Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, so it may retrace back to Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and continuously go down this way. And Chikou span below candles, so overall it's bearish. So we can expect the market goes bearish in wave towards that direction. So if I start to see bearish trend this week, I will be looking for the sell chance. So I will just mark this one also, Euro CAD. And the next one is Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc monthly chart is still showing bearish. So it has been bearish since December, or since November it has been bearish, and this is continuously bearish. Kumo is going down, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen bearish, and Chikou span below candles. So the month of February could be bearish as per Ichimoku 5 lines. And then if you look at the weekly time frame, this is also bearish. Kumo's going down, and Kijun Sen going down, Tenkan Sen is also going down, and Chikou span below candles. And also one more thing is that there was a rejection by the Tenkan Sen here, and there was a doji candle, pin bar, and this is called pin bar reversal. So after you see pin bar reversal, especially at this Tenkan Sen, the market tends to be bearish. So this week, I expect the market continues to go down this way. So I will mark this one also. Euro Swiss franc is bearish. So I will be looking for the sell chance this week. So now let's move on to USD based pairs. So USD JPY, in the monthly chart, this is bullish right now. Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is also moving up, and Chikou span below the candles, and the market just broke the previous resistance level of 114.62. So to me, this is bullish. But in the month of January, it was doji. So January, we didn't see any trends. But this is bullish, so February could be bullish in this way. And then if you look at the weekly time frame, long term, Tenko span B is showing up. So in the long term, this is bullish. But since Kijun Sen is flat, it may retrace back to Kijun Sen and bounce and goes up also. Chikou span above candle, so this is bullish. So overall it's bullish, so I will be looking for the buy chance on USD JPY. But if the market starts to retrace this week, I would hold and focus on other trending pairs. So the next one is USD CAD. It has been flat, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat in the monthly chart. So this is basically ranging. There is no direction. And on the weekly chart, we don't see any direction either on this one. So simply I would stay away from USD CAD. But if you look at the daily chart or the lower time frames, I think it was the forward chart. In the forward chart, this is moving up. So we can technically follow the lower time frame trends. But if you look at the higher time frames, it's flat. That means it can retrace backwards anytime. It may retrace backwards, going down anytime. So if you want to trade USD CAD this week, you have to have a very good risk management. Otherwise, you might get a big loss when the market goes backwards. So the next one is USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc has been ranging also. Kumo is flat right now. And Kijun Sen is also flat. Tenkan Sen is just moving up and down flat. And Chikou span is getting closer to candles. So this is basically ranging to me. One thing is that when you see this Kumo, when you see this Senko span A, since it's pointing down, you might think that the Kumo is bearish, but actually it's not. You have to see the Senko span A needs to break the previous Senko span A level. Otherwise, this is flat Kumo. Sorry, I got these too many lines. So let me clean it up. And so I'm talking about this previous Senko span A level was here. So although technically you see Senko span A is pointing down, overall Kumo is flat. So this Senko span A can be fake and the market may go up or down. And we can't tell which way it's going on the monthly chart. So and if you look at the weekly chart, it has been ranging too. And this is outside bar. So we have to wait for this outside breakout towards either direction. If it breaks bullish, then we can follow the bull trend. If it breaks bearish, we can follow the bear trend. But at this stage right now, we can't tell which way it breaks because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So I would prefer to stay away until it breaks either direction. So the next one is pound pairs. So pound USD. In the monthly chart, this is now flat Kumo flat Kijun Sen, Chikou span touching. So in the market is within the Kumo now. So there is no direction on the monthly basis. And the weekly basis, this is also range. Kumo is flat. Kijun Sen is pointing down technically. And you can see that there was a Kumo breakout. But this Kumo breakout can be fake in this case because Tenkan Sen Kijun Sen dead cross was far back here. And the Chikou span break was here. And after we see Tenkan Sen Kijun Sen cross and Chikou span break, Kumo breakout was happened already. And after that, the market retraced backwards and went within the Kumo. And this is the second time Kumo breakout. And oftentimes it becomes fake and it may be into the range. It doesn't mean that the market goes down, or because it's fake, it doesn't mean that the market goes up. But this is range to me. So it may be range. So most likely I stay away from pound USD this week. Until I see the trend directions in lower time frames, I will stay away. And let's see. And pound JPY on the monthly chart, this is now exactly in the Kumo. So we better wait for the Kumo breakout in this case. Until then, we have to hold. But if we see Kumo breakout on the monthly pound JPY in the month of February, then it can go up continuously. It also breaks the resistance, so it tends to go up. So we just have to wait for that breakout if you want to follow the swing monthly basis. But with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart, this is now flat ranging. It's just going up and down. So it's flat, Kumo flat, and Kijun Sen is flat. But Kumo Senko span B is moving up. So in the long term, this is bullish. So there's a probability for the market to break the resistance of 158.25 level. But I don't think the breakout will happen this week. I think it will take a bit more time for the market to break. This is weekly chart, and I don't think the market breaks the resistance anytime soon. It may take a couple months also. So until I see the breakout, simply I stay away, because this is basically just going up and down and ranging. So just wait for the breakout of 158.25 and look for buy chance afterwards. And also looking at the pound CAD in the monthly basis, this is also ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, it's ranging. And also the market is within the Kumo. And what I don't like about this pair, this market is we have too many wicks pointing up and downwards, and this is very tricky market. So it's got many fake breakouts and fake spikes in the market. So pound CAD, I think we better stay away. If you look at the weekly chart, it's ranging anyways. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat right now. So I would stay away from this one. And the next one is pound AUD. Pound AUD in the monthly chart, it's about to break the resistance of 1.9152, and this is also very close to the monthly Kijun Sen. And I am expecting the market breaks the monthly Kijun Sen in resistance and keeps going up in the month of February. I will be looking for the buy chance. And if you look at the weekly chart, it also shows bullish right now. By Ichimoku, we have the Kumo bullish, Senko span BA both pointing upwards, and Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is moving up, and Chikou span broke the previous candles. And also, what's more, there was a Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen gold cross above Kumo, and this is considered to be strong buying power, buying pressure. So if it's earlier this week, for the first week of February, I expect it to break the 1.9152 level. So I will mark this one also purple. Pound AUD, I will be looking for the buy chance this week. And then moving on to pound Swiss franc on the monthly chart, this is ranging. Basically, Kumo's flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span too close. Market is basically just going up and down, ranging. There is no direction. And on the weekly chart, the market is within the Kumo now, and Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, so there is no direction and no trace for me. And moving on to AUD-based pairs, so AUD-USD, in the monthly chart, the market is retracing back to Kijun-sen, so the direction is bearish right now. And the target is going to be the monthly Kijun-sen on the 0.6758. And with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart, this is bearish at the moment. Let me delete these lines. So Kijun-sen is pointing down, Tenkan-sen is also pointing down, and Kumo Senko span BA also moving down, and Kumo has got the thickness to it. So it says stable downtrend, and Chikou span below candles too. So in this setup, I expect the market breaks the support of 0.6993 or the round number, exact number of 0.7 and keeps going down. So I will be looking to sell on this one, AUD-USD this week. And the target is going to be on the monthly Kijun-sen, as I mentioned before. So yeah, and the next one is AUD-CAD. AUD-CAD monthly chart has retraced backwards to Kijun-sen and looks like this is going down right now. Kumo has twisted bearish, but the Kijun-sen flat, so technically this is ranging. But one thing I forecast on this one is the Chikou span. Chikou span has been tracing the previous candles like this, and this is a good sign that the market continuously goes down this way. So I expect in the month of February will be bearish. And with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart, this is bearish. Kumo is down. And also it's got the thickness to it. After the Kumo twist, it's long and thick enough. And Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen down, Chikou span below candles. So AUD-CAD will be bearish in the month of February or this week. So I will continue to look for the sell chance on this one. Okay, and the next one is AUD-JPY in the monthly chart. This one is ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun-sen is flat too. The market broke the Kumo, but this is just struggling and it's ranging. So no direction to me. And on the weekly chart, the market is also within the Kumo. So this can be very spiky in the lower time frames. So we better wait until the market goes either direction. And most likely I stay away from AUD-JPY this week. And the next one is AUD-Swiss franc. Monthly chart shows that this is retracing back to Kijun-sen. So Kijun-sen will be the target, which is 0.6301 level. And if you look at the weekly chart, this is now bearish. Kumo is going down, Senko span A is pointing down, but the Kijun-sen flat, Tenkan-sen is pointing down, and Chikou span below candles. So as long as the market is below Tenkan-sen, I expect the market goes down to the monthly Kijun-sen. But once the market breaks the Tenkan-sen weekly, then it may retrace back to Kijun-sen. So I would basically hold. So yeah, AUD-Swiss franc, I will mark this one also because this is bearish on the weekly chart. I will be looking for the sell chance on this one this week. And then now let's move on to CAD-JPY on the monthly chart. This is now flat Kumo, flat Kijun-sen, flat Tenkan-sen. so it may retrace. So this is ranging first of all. It may not break the resistance. And on the weekly chart, this is also ranging. Senko span B is up, so in the long term it's bullish, but it looks like it's retracing back to Kijun Sen, and the market is losing its momentum. So I don't think I will take trades on CAD JPY, or I might be looking at the lower time frames and get some entry chance. Otherwise, I will be staying away from this one. And then let's see. The next one is CAD Swiss franc. On the monthly chart, Kumo is going down, but as you can see, Senko span A is above the previous Senko span A, so Kumo itself is flat in this case. And Kijun Sen down, but the market is within the Kijun Sen and Kumo, and Chikou span too close. So to me, this is ranging, and there is no direction on the monthly. And on the weekly chart, the market is within the Kumo now, so if I see this situation at a glance, I stay away. And the next one is Swiss franc JPY. Swiss franc JPY on the monthly chart is bullish, so in the long term, this is going up bullish. It broke the resistance, and now it's reaching to the monthly resistance of 134.67. That will be the ultimate target in this example. And if you look at the weekly chart's showing retracing market, and it could retrace back to Kijun Sen. It broke Tenkan Sen, and now it's going down, so it may retrace back to Kijun Sen and bounce, and it goes up and go along with the monthly uptrend. But I think the retracement, so for the last 4 weeks has been bearish. So this week could be also bearish, but that will be the retracement in the monthly time frame trend. So yeah, I would follow the lower time frame trend. If I look at the daily time frame, this is turning bearish, or even in a forward chart, it's turning bearish in the forward chart. So I will be following either forward chart or the daily chart bearish, and when it stops downtrend, then simply I would stay away. So but in the long term, it's uptrending, so I prefer to look for the buy chance on this one. So that was my overview for these Forex pairs on my watch list, 21 pairs. So now let me come back to some comments before I move on to the gold. So once again, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you again. And if you liked the live stream so far, please press the like button before you leave. That would be great. So let's see. John Hera says, I know in your videos you said Doji is vital where it's in the price action. May you explain where it would be a good view of Doji on the 5-minute chart? Doji breakouts, you can find some videos, so I recommend you to watch these videos. If you can just search Doji strategy on my YouTube channel, you can find some videos. Today, I prefer to stick to overview of the market. So you can either watch the previous video, or you can ask me sometime during the week when the market is open and moving. Okay, and the next one is Samuel says, Mr. K, may you see USD Swiss franc in the daily time frame? Yeah, let's see. USD Swiss franc on the daily time frame. Okay, and there is a nice doji near support level. Near the support level, there was a doji around here, or maybe here there was a doji candlestick. Okay, 0.933 level. 0.933 was here. So, oh, you mean this one? So the doji is near the resistance level. And yeah, you can call this as doji candle. Yeah, this was a doji. And also this is engulfing. So if you see the breakout of doji and engulfing at 0.9337, that will be a powerful confirmation to buy. But even so, there will be a next resistance here at 0.9373. So you have to be careful for the retracement. But yeah, that will be a nice breakout of doji and engulfing candle. Okay, and let's see. And JPY on monthly looks like a C-clamp, all right. In the high rates basis, can you check pound NZD? All right, pound NZD, let me check because this is in the Forex. So let me quickly bring that up. And personally, I don't trade New Zealand pairs because it's got the high spread and also volatile in the lower time frames. But oh, okay, so pound NZD, first looking at the monthly chart, it's about to break the Kumo, which is a nice confirmation to buy. And on the weekly chart, this is bullish right now. After the breakout of the resistance at 20069, it has been bullish. But if you look at the Kumo, this is very thin. So this means that this is overshooting market, this is overbought market, so it may retrace. Especially if there is a resistance nearby, it may retrace. So let me squeeze the chart. And looks like there was no resistance, so it may continue to go up. Continue to go up to the next resistance at 2.1039 level. And daily shows uptrend also. So I think this week could be bullish continuously, is my view on this pound NZD pair. Okay, so now let me go to the next topic, which is going to be in gold and WTI. All right, and I will come back to your comments after I cover these topics. So please bear with me after this. So let's see. So this is XAU-USD gold on the monthly chart. And in the monthly chart, the market is still within the P wave. As I mentioned last month, it has been still in the P wave. So I would be basically staying away until it breaks either direction. Now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So this is basically P wave range on the monthly chart. And as per weekly chart, this is also ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span has been overlapping. So this is ranging. But one thing that is significant in this one is there was a outside bar last week. So outside bar means that the most recent candlesticks high and low has been including the previous few candles. So this is outside. So once the outside has been broken, we can expect there's a big move. Especially if it breaks bullish, I think that will be a very big uptrend afterwards. So I would be waiting for the breakout of 1853.98 and then buy afterwards, is my view. That will be also the P wave breakout, and I think that will be very significant uptrend afterwards. So that's the gold analysis. And then WTI, crude oil on the weekly, the monthly chart, it has been bullish right now. So Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is also up. So this has been bullish. Chikou span also above the candles. So it has been a nice bullish trend. And then if you look at the weekly chart, this is also now bullish. Finally, the market broke the resistance level, and this is now continuously bullish. So Kumo's up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both up, and Chikou span above the candles. So this is now turning into the bullish market. So you can look for the buy chance this week. Okay, and now let me cover the indices. So let me quickly cover, starting from Nikkei. Nikkei broke the P wave bearish and also it broke the support level of 26978.32, and this looks to be bearish and it may turn back to the monthly Kijun Sen. And if you look at the weekly chart, Kumo has twisted and it's about to break the Kumo. So once the market breaks Kumo, after the P wave breakout, it continues to go down. So to me, in Nikkei, this is bearish. Okay, so JPY pairs this week or this in the month of February could be bearish in that sense. So the next one is Dow Jones. Dow Jones monthly chart, still we see bullishness. We have Kumo up, Kijun Sen is up, so it's bullish. But here, what you can see is that there was a outside bar again. This is outside, so we better wait for the outside breakout, which is the top of the market, 36,958. 952. If it breaks, that will be a continuous uptrend. But before that, if you want to look for the buy chance, before the breakout, we can drop down to the weekly chart and analyze the situation. So the market dropped down to the previous support and the Senko Span A. So as long as the market is above Senko Span A, there is a possibility that the market goes up and breaks resistance. But if the market goes into the Kumo, then you better stay away. So that will be my view. And but overall it's ranging, and this is called Y wave. Higher high and lower low, this is Y wave right now. So Y wave is a bit difficult to trade in general. So to be safer, you want to stay away from Dow Jones. There is no sign of uptrend in technical Ichimoku analysis. So I would stay away in this case. And then the next one is US100. In the monthly chart, now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. The market broke the Tenkan Sen in the month of January. So it may retrace back to Kijun Sen. Just like we saw on the Nikkei, looks like this one is also bearish to me. And if you look at the weekly chart, the market was actually supported by the Senko Span A. So if the market breaks Senko Span A and is going down into Kumo, then we better hold. We better not to look for buy chance anymore. But if this doji pin bar break out upwards, then it may continue to go up. So let's see which way it goes in this one. Okay, and next one will be S&P 500, and this is the monthly chart. Yeah, monthly chart S&P is still showing bullish with the outside bar. It's bullish. Come up, Kijun Sen is up. So month of January was bearish, but it was supported by the Tenkan Sen on the monthly chart. So in the month of February, it could be also bullish still. And on the weekly chart, same as Nasdaq and Dow Jones, the market was very close to Senko Span A, and it's about to, going back to that Senko Span A. If it going into Senko Span A, then you better not to look for buy chance anymore. But if it bounces and goes up, then it may go up continuously. So we will see which way going in February. But at this moment, we can't tell which way it's going. So I would prefer to stay away. I was actually taking the real trade on one of these indices, but right now, this is not a good timing. So I think I will just stick to the Forex pairs to trade and until I see the next trend directions on indices. Because one of my goals for this year 2022 is to diversify my asset from Forex only into stock market and indices. So now I think this is not a good timing to trade the indices yet. So the next one is Euro stocks in the monthly chart. This is ranging right now. The Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. So it's been a bit ranging right now. This is bullish, but it may retrace back to Kijun-sen. And if you look at the weekly chart, the market is also ranging in Y wave, or sorry, this is like more the P wave, I would say. It's kind of a squeezing P wave. So it may go back to Senko span A. And overall, it's ranging Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span touching. So we better stay away in this condition. And the next one is FTSE 100. In the monthly chart, it broke the Kumo, which was nice. And it is going up to the next resistance level around 7,700. But January was doji and Kijun-sen is still flat, so it may retrace backwards. Weekly chart is showing bullish, but the Kumo Senko span AB flat, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen flat. So that means it may retrace back to Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen and continuously goes up in this way. Overall it's bullish, but because there is a chance for the retracement, I think I will stay away from this one. And the next one is CAC fronts. A monthly says uptrending. So this is bullish. Above Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is up. Chikou span above candles, Kumo is up. The monthly chart is bullish. And as per weekly chart, the market has been supported by the Kijun-sen. So as long as it's above Kijun-sen, it will be a buy. And it could go up continuously this way. But when you start to see the market breaks Kijun-sen, and then you will see Chikou span touch, then you better not to buy anymore. So that is CAC fronts. And the next one is a DAX index. DAX 40 in the monthly chart says that this is still bullish, but it's ranging right now in the upper range. And on the weekly chart, it actually went back to Senko span A, just like Nasdaq and S&P. It has been going back to the Senko span A. So once the market goes into Kumo, then we better stay away. Right now it's ranging, so we can't really tell which way it's going this week. And the next one is a Nifty chart. So this is Nifty monthly chart. The market is above Tenkan-sen, and if you look at the Tenkan-sen, Tenkan-sen is moving up, and Kijun-sen flat, but Tenkan-sen is moving up, and Kumo Senko span A is also up, and Chikou span above candles. This is still bullish in the long term. It's still bullish in the long term. And if you look at the candlesticks, this is now ranging for the last 4 months or 5 months. So there is no direction, but this is still bullish, I would say. And with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart, as per weekly chart, Kijun-sen is up, but if you look at this Senko span A, Senko span A is moving up, but it hasn't broken the previous Senko span A level yet. So we better wait for the Senko span A breaks as the market goes up this way, and Chikou span should be above candles, and then look for the buy chance in this condition. Otherwise, it may retrace back to Kumo, and this is not a good time to buy yet in this case. I think we better hold on Nifty chart. And the next one is AU200. Yep, AU200 is now outside bar. There was an outside and this is now ranging. So hold on, I think on the weekly chart, it just broke the P wave bearish. Yeah, there was this was very interesting because there was a fake breakout of bullish on the P wave, but it was resisted at the top, 7661 level, and then the P wave broke against the major direction. P wave and support breakout. So to me, this is bearish. Now the market is into Kumo, but as we saw earlier on the monthly chart, this is outside bar for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. This is outside. So after this outside breakout happens bearish, then it can continuously go down. So with that in mind, if you look at the weekly chart, if you see the Kumo breakout, that will be a huge drop afterwards. So let's see this week if the market will be supported by the Senko span B or not. If it breaks, it can continuously go down this way, is my view. Okay, so that's AU200. So now let me cover the news for next week and then come back your comments. So please bear with me for the next couple minutes until I cover your topics and questions. So let me switch to the news. So this is the website I usually use. This is fxstreet.com. And if you can come to this calendar, then you can find the news for this week. Oops, hold on. Let me switch back and let me adjust so that you can see the whole news on this website. Okay, so let me turn to this week. This was last week. So this week starts from the 31st of November, 31st of January, Monday, and that will be until the 4th of February. And click apply. And we have many big news, so we have to be careful. Usually in the first week of the month, every month, we have big news in the markets. So let me go over one by one. In the Monday, tomorrow on the January 31st, we have a GDP report in the Euro itself. So Euro pairs can be affected by this, and also another CPI report in Germany. So another Euro pair can be affected by this news. And moving on to the Tuesday, the 1st February, there will be AUD. In Australia, there will be retail sales report and rate statement. So AUD pairs can be affected by this. And then another retail sales in Germany. So Euro pair, be careful. And also ECB, bank lending survey will be there in the Euro itself. So Euro pairs can be affected by this. So you have to be careful on Euro pairs on Tuesday. And then there will be ISM, manufacturing PMI in the US. So USD, you have to be careful. And technically, in the Wednesday, in Asian morning in New Zealand, there will be unemployment rate in New Zealand. So if you're trading New Zealand pairs, you have to be careful. And also in Australia, there will be Governor Low speech on RBA. So AUD pairs can be affected by this. And then another Euro CPI, Consumer Price Index, and then ADP, employment rate change. This is one of the biggest events this week in the US. So on Wednesday, on the 2nd, USD ADP report, you have to be careful. And then moving on to Thursday, the 3rd of February, there will be trade balance in AUD. And then rate decision in the UK. Policy meeting will be there in the UK. The pound can be affected by this. And then also there will be Governor Bailey's speech in BOE. Pound can be affected. And then Euro itself, there will be rate decision and policy meeting. So Euro pairs have to be careful. And there will be ECB conference. So we have lots of news on the Euro and Pound on Thursday. And also ISM Services PMI in the US on Thursday. And in Friday, there will be policy meeting in AUD, so Australia. So AUD pairs, you have to be careful. And then retail sales in Euro. And obviously, of course, this is the biggest event, non-farm payrolls in the US on Friday. So USD pairs, you have to be careful. And then in Canada, there is unemployment rate. So we have many big news, big events this week, every day. So make sure you check news before you take trades. Otherwise, you might be in a big loss after you took the trade. So that was the overview of the news for this week. So now let me come back to some comments and let's do some free discussion for the next couple minutes until the end of the live today. So yeah, so I think almost all the pairs are, all the indices are going down. But if you are trading Forex, we have many opportunities. So just be careful for the news. Otherwise, you can simply follow the trend directions. So if you're new to this live stream today, to wrap up on the weekly basis, Euro USD is going down. So I will be looking for the sell chance on Euro USD. And Euro Pound is also going down. So I'm looking for the sell chance. And Euro CAD is also going down. Euro Swiss franc is also going down. And Pound AUD is uptrending and it's about to break the resistance, so I'm looking for a buy. And AUD USD is also going down, about to break support, looking for the sell chance. And AUD CAD is also going down, broke the support. And AUD Swiss franc is also bearish in the long term. It has been below the Tenkan-sen, so as long as market is below Tenkan-sen, I will be looking for the sell chance. So that's the overview for this Forex pairs. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay. Johnny says, greetings, Cave. Do you trade BTC? I know. I don't trade Bitcoin. I only trade Forex, and that's it. Alright, John Harris says, I follow your strategy of when the market is sideways, looking for entry on the lower time frame. How do you go about this? So when I see sideways on the daily chart, then I look at the 1 hour chart and follow the 1 hour chart direction. And when the 1 hour chart, 1 hour direction stops, that's when I look for an exit timing. And most likely that will be an intraday trade. But that's how I manage the lower time frame trend follow. Alright, Milos says, hello Mr. K, I meant to ask yesterday if you take only 15 to 30 pips of stop loss, or would you adjust it based on the pair when the bars have large pips such as Pound AUD? So I always put the stop loss in between 15 to 35 pips. So yeah, sometimes it goes up to 40 pips depending on the situation, but it never goes up to like 50 pips or so. My stop losses are always kept very small and very tight so that I can go for higher lot sizing with a 2% risk per trade with a stop loss. Okay, let's see. Ijaz says, how to mark level using multiple time frame. How to mark level? What do you mean by levels? Support resistance levels? You can simply draw the lines and get these levels. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining, everyone. I do see many comments, so thank you for your support and participation, as always. John Harris says, another confirmation is when Chikou span is above or below candles and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen before Kumo cross, correct? Yeah, that is correct. Yes. It can happen before the Kumo twist, and you can still take that as a confirmation. Yep. All right, Emeka, good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm fine. I'm just recovered fully from COVID, so I'm all good over here. Yeah, it was a long journey for 2 weeks. I was struggling. I got the high fever, and I got the hives and cough. That was very, very tough. Yeah, let's see. So GJ is ranging, so I simply stay away right now. All right, John Vegas says, just got a new job, Kay. I'll be joining next week. I'm so excited. All right, John, welcome back. You can come back always. So congratulations and welcome back in the community. You can keep the badge actually. Even if you leave the community, the badge will be kept, the color. So when you rejoin the community, you can have the color in the badge. You will never lose a badge color as you keep joining my community. Okay, let's see. Yeah, King Arabian says, what is your view about Euro USD? I think it's bearish. And yes, you're right. Euro USD is currently bearish. It broke the support, and I'm looking for the sell chance this week. Yep. I think the way I see charts by Ichimoku is very simple. I mean, I can go deeper and deeper about Ichimoku, but basically, I see charts in a very simple but powerful way. But there are reasons behind. So if you want to know about the deeper level of Ichimoku, then you can either watch archive videos or you can join my future live streams or talk about the time cycles, the price theory, or wave analysis with the 5 lines of Ichimoku. Or you can always welcome to join my Ichimoku community to read the Ichimoku Basic Master Book and the Ichimoku Basic Theories book and other content in the community. Ichimoku is very deep actually. Ichimoku is very deep, but deep, how to say, like it's complex. If you can't grasp the concept, it's very complex. But after you get it, it becomes much simple and much easier. I think anything is the same. Like when you study math, for example, at first you might think math is very complex and very difficult. But like algebra can be difficult. But once you capture concept of it, afterwards it becomes simple. And I think it's the same in Ichimoku or any studies. You just need to be patient and put effort and study consistently until you get the concept of these indicators. So hopefully I present Ichimoku in a very simple way, but in powerful way in the community so that you can understand what it really all about, and you can feel the depths of Ichimoku in my community. And that is my hope for everybody in this YouTube community. So yeah, let's see. I do see many more comments. Thank you for joining, everyone. Let's see. Eugene says, war drums in Ukraine, how affect FX market in your opinion? To be honest, I'm not sure how it affects. So we have to see how it affects the market. Yeah, I don't really want to express how it affects because I'm not an economist. So I simply follow the Ichimoku directions every day, and I don't really go deeper in fundamentals. Okay, let's see. Sorosh says, Kaysen, would you still look for trade opportunities in weekly short trend, but maybe daily on the range? Yeah, let's say if I find the weekly chart to be trending, so for example, on this Euro USD, I see weekly chart is trending down, and let's see, in the daily, this is still a very small Kumo, and the Kijun Sen is within the Kumo, so I can't trust the daily chart, but let's see, I can trust the forward chart. The forward chart is showing bearish, the market is below Tenkan Sen is going down, so as long as market is below Tenkan Sen, I look for the sell chance. So in this case, I take weekly downtrend and confirm this in the forward chart. So I do this analysis in multiple time frames, like in this way. All right, let's see. A Shweta says, Kaysen, I need advice about FXTF broker in Japan. Is it authentic? I'm not sure about FXTF. I don't think I have used that broker before, but let me quickly check. I think I got your question on the comment also on the YouTube, but let me see. FXTF. Okay, so it's AutoFX. Yeah, I am not sure about this broker. I have never used it, so I can't tell if it's good or bad. Yeah, I'm not sure about that broker. So let's see. Yeah, Eugene, that's right. Ichimoku is deep, profound, more than meets the eye. Yeah, it's very deep. I have been studying Ichimoku from the original books, and recently I am reading the original book again. But every time I read the original book, I learn something new. So it's how deep Ichimoku is. The way Goichi Hosoda puts Ichimoku is very unique and very profound. It's like a reading novel or reading a philosophical book. So it's not like a straightforward, like Goichi Hosoda never says, this is where to buy, this is where to sell. It's not like that clear cut, like as in a Western way of seeing the charts. But it's very profound. The way he presents with the chart examples is very profound. So it's very interesting. Every time I read, I learn something new. Yeah, let's see. Milos says, Mr. K, daily is going thin, but weekly chart is still thick and going up. Senko span AB, Kijun Sen going up. Do you still hold the trade or look for exit? It depends on which time frame I follow originally. If I originally took the daily chart, then if I see daily flat, then I will look for exit timing. But if I take originally weekly chart, then I would keep holding that position. It depends on which time frame you took originally to follow. So this is the pitfall of the trend follow. So let's say originally you take the forward chart downtrend. So let's say here, for example, you take the forward chart downtrend, but let's say weekly chart was still flat then. Weekly chart still flat, daily chart still flat, but you take the forward chart and take the trade sell here, and afterwards you start to see daily chart going down, or you start to see weekly chart going down, and you might want to switch your time frame from forward chart to weekly chart to follow. But if you do this, you will be confused yourself and you might have a late exit timing. So I recommend you to stick to the original time frame to follow. So if you originally follow the forward chart, then stick to the forward chart trend directions. Because if you switch on the weekly chart, then weekly chart might be showing down. Even if the market retraces backwards all the way in the forward chart, weekly chart still might showing down, and you might have a huge drawdown in that case. So you better stick to the original time frame to follow until you exit, is my advice. Okay, Dewey says, last week I forecast the right way, but I opened the wrong positions for a week. However, good to see you. Okay. Okay. The forecast was the right way, but opened wrong positions. So I am not sure how you opened the positions, but maybe the entry timing was not correct, or maybe exit timing was not correct. So as long as you capture the direction, then the market should go towards your direction. So that's the basic philosophy. But to reduce the drawdown, you better look for an exit timing before the price hit the stop loss. That's about the risk management and the exit timing. Okay, Milos says, also if multiple pairs are trending, how do you select which trending pair to look trading edges in? So that one of the situations would be if Kumo situation. If you see multiple pairs trending, and let's say if a pair A has thicker and longer Kumo than pair B, then you take pair A to trade. So Kumo can tell you which market to trade. And also the market, if the market is near resistance support, then you better avoid taking that trade. Okay, Full in Japan says, Kay, I know you don't trade Bitcoin, but could you check and give opinion about it? Because based on Ichimoku, arigato Kay. Sure. Let's look at the Bitcoin. It was bearish when I checked earlier, but let me see. So this is weekly chart. The market just broke the Kumo bearish, and this is turning bearish now. But overall is ranging. It was up, and now this is on the bearish in wave. So to me, this is bearish overall in the weekly chart. And let's see, in the daily chart, this is also bearish. So the market has been downtrending on the reversed in waves continuously. So this is bearish to me. So it may retrace back to Kijun Sen and bounce on the Kijun Sen and continues to go down this way is my view. I think we can draw the trend line, and the market has been resisted by the trend line. So this is bearish to me. So I don't trade cryptos because I'm still learning cryptos, what's happening behind, and I don't have experience in trading cryptos, so I don't trade. I only trade Forex, and I don't give any advice in crypto trades. So in case if you see any communities with my name who actually gives a signal in cryptos, these are all fake. I've reported some my fake accounts showing the signals in Bitcoin or cryptos, and these are all fake, so you better be careful. Okay, Flymoon says, will you translate it to English? It will be awesome and a very good market for it. We would like to read all the philosophy behind it. Oh, okay, you mean the Ichimoku original books. Unfortunately, I cannot translate into English because of the copyright. The copyright is very strict, and no one is allowed to translate the original books, and I want to respect that. You know, I don't want to go against the rules, and if I can't do it, then and if they don't want me to translate, then I don't want to, because I want to show respect on the original books. But instead, I can read Japanese and I can translate in my head, I can understand in my head, and I can explain in my own words in English. And that's what I do in the YouTube and Ichimoku community. But unfortunately, I cannot translate into English due to copyright. Okay, so I guess I'm about to end the live session for today. It's been over 1 hour now, so time flies. So I have appointment after this public live, so I will end right now. But I hope you enjoyed today's live stream, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And please rest well and charge yourself and get ready to trade this week. And once again, we have many big news, so make sure to check news before you take a trade. And every time you take trades, don't forget to put the stop loss. And then you should be good. Okay, so I will see you on the next one. And until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. All right, bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you.